Hey everybody, Ananias back again. And let's see, this is what video I'm up to. Number 6, I think, in this series now. So let's see here. Okay, nope, that's right. Okay, let's go ahead and end this. Wait, did I save it? I'm going to save it. And end. Now, the way the saves work in this game, by the way, and I guess I probably should have, probably should have been in the first video, but, and see there they're going right after the factory like I thought they would, but there's a basically a mid-level save that just it overwrites, just it's a single save file that just overwrites it, and then it has a separate save file based on like an end of level type save, and there's 3 different of those, and so like at the end of this level I'll save it under like a primary file that won't go anywhere, and then once I'm in the middle of level 2, then it'll just overwrite my mid-level save from level 1. Anyway, so I think they're going to throw everything they possibly can at this factory. So how many bullets do I have left with this bile? That's something I really should have been paying attention to. Crap. Have it. Excuse me. He just did not want to shoot. Excuse me. Clear my throat there. I need to quit messing around with this slider switch, I guess, and just be really careful on the outer world, so I don't accidentally move a character that I don't mean to or something. Okay, now on Aqua Grunt. And I wonder if the layout stays the same, or if or maybe it where it starts, this is in a different place. No, this looks like the same spot. Okay. That could be useful information. I think I'm down to 8 bullets now, I think. And I really don't want to lose this guy, because he's going to be... he may be the one that actually ends up taking out the home base. I'll go in there with a scout or two just to kind of scope it out, get the lay of the land, and kind of try to remember how to kill the... I'm just going to go at him with my secondary gun there, because it's powerful enough to do the job, and also provided I can make it to the beginning of my turn, he'll have full health and full ammo, so he just needs to make it to that point. So okay, so this one's not attacking the bile. Now that doesn't mean that they won't attack the bile from here on out. It's possible that they still, provided they can reach him, that they can still do it. It's not like they attack all at one particular spot before moving on. It really is, the fighting, I think, is random there. Okay, so we'll call it a draw. Which really isn't a bad thing. You know, I can't put all of those guys on cities to regain their health, and I couldn't have purchased a unit otherwise. So as you can see, with 2 cities, they were only able to purchase... Okay, looks like that's all the attacking. They were only able to gain, like $800. So I'm not sure what they started this round with, but doing some movement, and they've shifted course again. They're just bringing all those guys back down. And I do kind of remember... Oh, not all of them. Okay. I do kind of remember seeing things like that where, you know, they've started, you know, they'll kind of bring their mechs one direction and kind of shift them based on what's going on. And I do think a lot of it had to do with the bile taking this factory. And as you can see, full health and ammo. Okay, so let's save it again here. And I didn't mean to mess with the sliders. So they're going to still take this burn dog up and over top here to try and take this city. So I think what I'm going to do, I hate to waste 2 mechs, but I think I'm going to. I'm just going to stick this guy here off the city. I'm going to stick this guy up here again off the city, because he'll only be able to attack this first one. If he does and wins, then I'll probably pull this mech down into the city. Oh, which I should have done anyway. Dagnabbit, because he's not at full health. Oh well. Whoops. Okay. Alright. So, what do we want to do here? I think that we probably want to just wipe out as many of their people as possible. Can I get to this city? I can pretty easily with multiple people, but I can't get to this one. There's no way. So, I'm going to take the furthest back mech that I can and still reach this city. Okay, should be this guy. And again, provided he can take it, even if he dies, that it's fine. They won't get credit for the city coming up. I just want them buying as few mechs as possible here. Okay, let's see. Whoop, this way. I've had really actually pretty good luck trying to take these cities. Usually you come across one that's okay. This one's going to be this one might be a little dicey here. In all honesty, I was kind of mentioning about the controllers not really working all the time, but truth be told, as old as this stuff is, and as little as it's been used over the course of the last, well, I mean, I played and used the crap out of them back in the day, but it's been very spotty over the last 20 years or something. Actually, they held up pretty well, really. So I'm not really complaining, I guess, too much about that, but. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring this scout off of this, because they're gonna throw everything at this guy. So I'm going to take out as many of these guys as I can. So maybe it's a good idea. Yeah, that boxer is pretty much worthless. Now with the sledder, I can take this guy. So let's do that. Take as much heat off of that bile as possible. Sorry, I've got the sniffles as usual this time of year. There we go. Yay. Okay, this map will probably be over. It's not going to be this turn, obviously, but possibly next turn. I want to make sure that I can get in there and do what I need to do. But these turns are going to go a lot quicker once their mechs are dead. I'd like to stick that blender there. He can reach. Okay, let's do that. Again, I don't think it really matters too much. I've got people that can reach them on both sides, so up above and down below. So and as it turns out, most of our fighting has been in this desert terrain this first board, and really that kind of makes sense because this is the easiest terrain to fight on, really, because it's there's not a lot going on as far as visually, and there's not anything in your way. So a lot of this first board is kind of designed, I feel like, to have the majority of combat on this terrain, but that certainly is not the case going forward. Okay, let's see. I'm going to fight this other. Oh, I can almost get up there. Let's see. Yeah, wow. Okay, let's try that. Let's just send this guy way up here. Just see what happens. Try and take that city next time. Wow, gosh, their range of motion is just pretty freaking far. What else I have going on down here? Okay, well, I'll be able to replace those. Okay, let's just do it. Just finally actually try to just wipe out most of their mechs on this turn here. And you don't have to. It's not like you have to kill their mechs before you go into the city or anything like that. It just kind of makes it easier and you just kind of know that you'll be able to go in full health on the with the mechs that you're kind of depending on to do that. But because I do remember that last city kind of being kind of sort of a pain, but nothing like it was nothing like it was early on when I was facing them. First first few times I tried, gosh, it was just I was really kind of honestly, I hate to use the word disheartened, but it was really very very frustrating. So I'm a little bit nervous, honestly, about facing it. But let's see. I do remember, it being much easier toward the end of the game. You guys just gotten much better at it. Whoop! I'm at the bottom. Gotcha. Yay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and left or grunts, they just don't really have a whole lot. Let's move some of these guys up. I'm in position to be able to help next turn, maybe. I wish these were all biles. As a matter of fact, I've got one more bile coming. It's just kind of funny, like this guy hasn't seen any action whatsoever. That rebel, he's just kind of been doing his own thing. Okay, and I don't think I'm going to throw this. This guy's got a bile in him, and I don't think it's really going to help to throw him out this turn, but it might next turn, because I'll be able to bring him up to this neighborhood and then fling him out. But I don't think, no matter what, I don't think he's going to be able to get up there. As a matter of fact, I probably won't bother buying, purchasing mechs this turn, because there's no way they're going to get up there in time to really have any impact. As a matter of fact, some of these guys I'm moving, there's probably not much reason to do so at this point. Provided that I can actually defeat that last city. Okay, bring him there. He's at full health. Let's bring him forward. Got some stuff there. Let's see, get him through that. That'll be fine too. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, the OCD in me just has a hard time not moving everybody. Let's go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and create buy a bile. Got that guy sitting there. Let's do it. Put him in this. And at least I can get him partway there. Okay. He certainly doesn't have to sit there anymore. Full health and just missing one bullet. Just leave him alone there. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do there. And this is a little bit of a shorter video, but in all honesty, I'm going to go ahead and do one more round here. So I just saved it. Let's end it. Okay, because they're not going to do a whole lot on their turn. They're just not going to be able to. Like I said, they're going to throw everything they can at this factory, which is fine, But they're not going to have anything that's going to kill this bile, I don't think. At least, God, I hope so. I hope not. So, and again, I don't mind taking a few hits here and there. He'll be at full health at the beginning of this next turn, so I'd rather make sure he's got enough ammunition to get through the round. And that's why I just went ahead and went in with my secondary weapon there. Okay, now they're trying to take that city. And I can't remember how much health this scout has, but it's not a whole lot. Oh, no, it is 40. Come on, get on the other side. That debris. Okay. Let's see. Let's get him through. 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 Okay. Let a lot of running and kind of just kind of being a jerk, I guess. Just letting the turrets do the work if I can, because I can't really do that whole moving down and to the right kind of thing and kind of turning and shooting quickly. It's not going to work in there. Okay, so all right, let's see. He kind of got caught on the corner there, and that kind of goes back to what I was saying before, as far as over time, enough time goes by, you'd start taking damage just automatically, and it's really not that long. It's like a minute or so, and that is just because of I guess constraints in the AI. Okay, and here's a good example. They first started out this round by attacking the bile in the factory, and then switched up to the city, and now they're back to the factory. He's only got 5 health. Whoop. Yeah, he got me a few times there. I should have just gone ahead and used my primary weapon again and just been done with him. But the factories are harder to defend than the cities. I mean, they really, really are, because you can't really tell where you can go and where you can't. And the cities are nice and laid out, kind of, what's the word? It's not symmetrical, but it's just laid out in more of a common sense type layout that you can actually visually see. It's better represented, I guess, on the screen. It's like I don't like that little square thing. I can't walk through that. It's just I don't know. I think that was kind of a, I almost want to say, a bad design choice. I feel like those two should have been swapped. It should have been easier to hold a city and harder to take it. Or, I'm sorry, factory. It should have been easier to hold a factory and harder to take a factory, and then the city um, should have been a little more complicated. Well, I don't know how that would have worked though. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I almost feel like this should have been the cities, but then, well, that didn't really work either, because then it would have been harder to defend a city. I don't know. Whatever. They went with what they did. I just wish that the factory was easier to see where you can go. Okay, so here's that burn dog that they hadn't really known what in the world they were doing with. They keep changing their mind what they're doing up there. And these guys, I feel like, are much easier to kill than the game meant for them to be. And it's just the delay is just so bad. I'm gonna run out of real estate here in just a second. They are very difficult to do anything with, especially against a scout being so fast, too. They're just, I hate to say they're worthless, but they take a lot of practice, and I feel like maybe a one-on-one, like if you're playing, against a player, an actual person, maybe they would be more useful. I don't know. It's tough. Okay, so they were able to buy 2 grunts. That's it. They've only got 2 units. They own 1 city. Um, so the end is nigh. I'm gonna go ahead and save it here, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop. And so, I might be able to get in there and take it this next turn, but I don't think so. But it should happen in the next video, because my turns are gonna go quicker. Theirs certainly will. So should be able to see the end of the first level in the next videos if everything goes well. So anyway, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and take care. Thanks.